PharmaVentures, experts in deals and alliances.
In today's oncology drug development environment, it seems if you want to be a player, you have to be in immuno-oncology. Joining me on the show today, I have Thomas Taapken of Medigene. Medigene are a company that's been around a good 20 years now, so they've seen oncology ebbs and flows and now into the immuno-oncology space themselves. Thomas, welcome.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
So I mentioned there that Medigene, actually, you're not a new company, you've been around 20 years and you know the oncology space. Perhaps you could tell us a little bit about the history of Medigene and what brought you to where you are today.
I'm happy to do so. Yes, so Medigene has been around indeed for a long time. It's been public since 2000, so 17 years as a listed company. However, Medigene really reinvented itself about 3 years ago with the inclusion of Trianta immunotherapies, which is a spin-out from one of the federal research institutes in Germany, where Professor Schendel with her team joined Medigene to turn it really into an immuno-oncology company. I guess if you look at the last 5-10 years before the acquisition of Trianta, Medigene was focusing on more mature products that it was developing and bringing to the market. Most of these products, however, were addressing smaller markets or had only a limited upside potential for Medigene. So in a way, Medigene was reaching a point of maturity without really being yet a mature company, and therefore it was appropriate to find a new content for Medigene to really grow it and develop the company to the next level.
What flavour of immuno-oncology are you pursuing? Because there's checkpoint inhibitors, there's the ligands, there's a few other flavours. What's the special thing that Medigene are doing that differentiates themselves? Or are you doing the same as a lot of other people?
Well, I would say that, of course, we are pursuing the same target, which is, of course, treating cancer in the most effective way possible by modulating the immune system to become able to deal with the disease. Medigene is focusing on cellular therapies. It has basically 3 technology platforms: a dendritic cell vaccine platform. It has an T-cell specific antibody platform, but most importantly, the key focus of the company is the development of so-called TCRs, or T-cell receptors, which is an area of cellular immuno-oncology that is seen as one of the most promising areas in the field.
And is that across cancers, or do you have a particular focus within oncology?
Well, the potential is, of course, across cancers, but like most companies, the initial focus will be on hematological malignancies, because that way, by addressing those, you're able to generate results quicker and to get information and important insights into how to continue the development of these products.
And as I understand it, the intent is not to take something with that technology through to market yourselves. You're partnering, and in fact, you've done a deal fairly recently, quite significant deal, I think.
Indeed, we did. However, at this point, we are developing TCR programs in order to bring them all the way to potential approval. However, the way to that is a long one, and we might at some point, of course, consider partnerships. The partnership we did with Bluebird Bio, which is the deal that you're alluding to, is a very interesting deal, because what it really does is it leverages our capability to discover TCRs and to work with a partner together to develop TCRs against the targets that partner, in this case Bluebird Bio, brought to us as targets for the development of TCRs. So what we're doing here, in a way, is helping Bluebird to develop their own immuno-oncology pipeline on the basis of our technology platform in the discovery of TCRs.
Right, so who's the commercialization partner? Is it Bluebird, or is it you're the enabler?
In the preclinical phases, we're working closely with Bluebird to do the discovery work, and then once the products go into the clinic, it will be Bluebird's responsibility to develop those products in clinical development and then commercialize these products. But I think the very important element of the Bluebird deal is the fact that we retain all rights to develop our own TCR programs independent of what Bluebird is doing.
Okay, so so-called win-win. You're getting the advantage of working with them, you're learning, they're learning, so hopefully some products will come out of it, and you can then develop your own programs beyond that.
Yeah, and beyond the learning, I think, and a very important element of this partnership was the validation of our TCR discovery platform. Because we have been out there talking about it, and there has always been the question, how valuable is it really? How well does it work? And by the fact that Bluebird selected us as their partner of choice to develop their own TCRs, I think that clearly shows that after screening the universe and choosing us, that apparently we have something to offer that maybe others don't have.
May not. And what sort of deal was it? Was it just a licensing deal, collaboration option, and the terms?
Yeah, the collaboration is based on a joint discovery that we will do together with Bluebird, where we will develop and discover the TCRs against the targets that Bluebird will provide. It's directed to 4 targets that they have selected that do not interfere with what we have intentions to develop further into the clinic. Now, once these are identified and validated and ready to go into the clinic, Bluebird will take these over and develop it clinically and bring it to the market. So those development efforts will be accompanied by milestone payments, preclinical, clinical, and commercial milestone payments that in aggregate for those 4 targets amount to more than $1 billion.
Right, so a significant biodollar component to this, as well as a good upfront for you. What's the time horizons for that? What does the future look like in terms of those revenues coming to you and enabling you as a business to grow?
Well, the collaboration phase, so the time when we will be working on the discovery of these TCRs, that will be in the range of 3 to 4 years. That's what's anticipated at this point in time. And then, of course, subsequently, when Bluebird takes these programs into clinical development, and they will do it sequentially, of course, and not in parallel, then it's, of course, up to Bluebird to decide how fast, and depending on the indication, how quick this can then be approved for the different indications.
But all in all, a bright future for Medigene and Bluebird and cancer patients.
Especially for cancer patients, we certainly hope, but of course also financially for Medigene it is a very attractive deal, and I guess also for Bluebird because it enables Bluebird to accelerate their own TCR development for cancer therapies.
Well, we'll watch the progress very, very closely. Thomas, thank you for sharing your insights on this deal with us today.
It was my pleasure. Thank you very much.
For more information about PharmaVentures, visit our website.